here tonight, Hosanna for You. We are exposed to conversation live, a survivor's story. We're here, it's Wednesday night. You all know we come to have the conversation. And tonight we don't have a guest, but we have the doctor in the house. Y'all been asking for us to come on and be together again. The doctor's here.
Well, you know, I'm only used when people are not here. So thanks for allowing me to be on the set, Miss Angine.
That's not true. She's so full of it. Wait a minute. Tomorrow's what?
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. And you know what I've been seeing across the internet? Galentine's, which is the day before, which is the 13th. Everybody been going on about Galentine's.
What is Galentine's?
Women friendship.
Oh, hey, girlfriend.
Hey, girl. That's what's up. So now tomorrow is Valentine's. That's
So what's the day after?
Boo, boo, boo.
Boot up. You got me boot up, boot up, boot up, boot up.
Okay. That's the day after. No, I'm joking. You joking, right? Okay.
I'm telling you what it is.
Listen, I was thinking Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and I was riding by Walgreens, and I just so
Which
happened.
one? The one on Sunrise where the man had the bunnies out, and then it was raining, and he never took them out. So don't buy those teddy bears.
He come home with that. No.
If it smell like a whole bunch of Febreze, you know he got it off of Sunrise and Andrews.
Ooh, no.
The teddy bears and the bunnies.
That ain't what I was going to say. You shot.
I'm just saying.
Somebody happy to get that wet bear.
Don't bring me nothing. Don't bring me a wet bear.
But when I rolled past Walgreens, no joke, I caught the windows of Walgreens as I'm driving by. It was so pretty. All those red and shiny, glistening balloons. I mean, I saw it. I was like, oh my goodness. It reminds me of when Hosanna does the No More Family Secret. We do a balloon release. And when you see that all together, it's like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. So I was thinking when I was riding, the biggest challenge we have or we face is how to love, what is love,
and how to receive love.
and how to receive love. There you go. Ooh, I'm sweating. So what is love?
Love is when you lay in the bed and you have a whole bunch of sex with a person and y'all make a lot of babies.
God. Oh, God. That's what it is?
Yeah. That's what
Now,
it is.
wait a minute, audience. I'm asking this. You know, everybody has their own
That's
perception
what I'm saying.
of what love is, and we would love to know what yours is. If you're hearing us, we're filming live from Hosanna, Exposed to Conversation Live, a survivor story. And I know that the people we meet, and one of the things we always ask is, what is love? And, you know, everybody got different perceptions.
Yeah, that's what I say. I think love is that. Having a whole bunch of sex and having a whole bunch of babies. That's love. He loved me.
I wish somebody would talk to me. Ooh, honey.
No, okay, I'm just playing.
I wish somebody would talk to me. But you know, a lot of.
Or love could be he beat me, so he must love me. And he say sorry. He beat me, he say sorry, so he must love me. And he keep coming back, so he loves me. So people get love misconstrued.
Yes, but that ain't love. I think the most amazing love that I experienced, I'm talking about Angine.
Okay.
You know,
Go ahead.
you know, people. I have been told that it's no greater, you know, the feeling of love is when you give birth to your child.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's love. But my biggest thing with love was learning to love myself.
How you know you love yourself?
I had to decipher what perception I was grabbing from people. You know, I was thinking that in order to love myself, I had to be in a certain way. And I had to figure out that way wasn't necessarily what he said or what she said. So I had to figure out who I wanted to be, how I wanted to show up, and what that felt like to me, and take away the power of someone dictating to me what love was. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So what I read today, and I was like, where did I get it? You know, that love is patient and all that, and it's biblical, but I made sure that I have it here on my screen. It says, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrong. And that came out of no record of wrong. You know, people.
So you want biblical?
Yeah, and I was like, give me something, TJ, please. One of those papers.
You can take off the jacket.
No, I'm kind of heavy. I don't want to show.
It's okay. Everybody got stuff going on. It's not quite summer. We have another whole season to get summer together. Summer by.
So let me get this hair out.
Yeah, get your hair here. Well, you went biblical, and I like the patience. I always thought, because you think when you say love, you think about patience. You think about, okay, so love and patience. So when you mentioned something about your child,
Right.
Children bring on patience that you never thought you would have.
Ooh, what you say?
Especially when they're like firstborn.
Ooh, what
I
you
don't
say?
know about you guys or you, but when I started having babies, I developed patience where if she cried or she got up in the middle of the night, I had no problem with getting up, feeding. But now I don't want to get up, but I know soon that feeling will come back again. So yeah, so the patience part makes sense to me. I feel it. And even with your spouse,
Right.
or your other half, it's like if you have patience with that person, because he's gonna get on your nerve, or they're gonna get on your nerve, they're gonna do something to upset you, or just do something to irk you. You have to have patience. If you love that person, you'll automatically have patience. You might get upset with them and you might fuss or whatever, but ultimately you gotta have that patience. And then that, what you said, not keeping a record.
Ooh, that's deep.
The deep one. Like, if you hurt me today and tomorrow, I can't keep throwing that day and tomorrow in your face the next day. So yeah, I guess that'll be it. Google, I was looking at Google, and Google said an intense feeling of deep affection. So
That sounds like an orgasm.
an intense feeling of deep affection, a great interest and pleasure in something, feel a deep romantic sexual attraction to someone. Do you love me? So I guess tenderness, warmth, intimacy, attachment, endearment.
But let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you this. One of the things that I think as a teenager, in my teenager mind, I measured love with my vagina, with sex, you know.
And most people do.
But
believe it or not, I mean, because if you have sex with me, and when you're younger, and if he had sex with me, and a lot of it, he might love me for real, or I may grow a love for him, or may feel like I have a love for him.
right, I get it, but I can say now in my, I'm not gonna say senior, but
Yeah,
in my,
you can say senior.
I'm having a hot flash now. I'm like, I can't stand doctor.
I'm just saying.
So anyway, in my senior, it's a different type of intimacy I like. Mental stimulation.
What's mental stimulation?
Where it's not so much, you don't have to have intercourse, a conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Just a different engaging than sexual. It doesn't have to be. I love you is not defined by how many orgasms you have or how.
No, yeah,
intimate,
you're right. You're
you
right.
know,
You're right. So let's.
sexual
I
part.
guess. I guess. Now that you're your senior, that's good. I'm glad you ain't around here having sex like a rabbit.
Unprotectedly, right?
Unprotectedly, right? We don't want people to do that.
Right. So what I really wanted to get out of this is to kind of channel those who's watching to engage with us about what their perception of love is.
Well, people is on their gallon days, and ain't nobody looking at this.
All they homegirls could be watching this. Don't say ain't nobody looking at this. They need to tune in.
They gonna look at it later.
They're going to look at it later. Well, when y'all look at it, we want to know what's your perception of love, and what does is it that, like everything else, love has become commercialized? Like, do we supposed to just love on February the 14th?
No, you love 20. You love 365 days of the year.
True.
If you love a person, you're not supposed to wait for a holiday or a man-made day to say, I'm gonna buy this person a gift. I like gifts every day. Every day I like a gift.
I like flowers too.
Whether it's a flower, whether it's a card, whether it's a hug, a kiss, all of those are gifts that you give to me. I'm talking to you, Gino.
Oh God! But see, you know what I like, and I'm gonna say I like, in the sense of love, is I love handwritten notes. I love.
So that's what the kids doing now. So I don't know who they're gonna. So as I was walking out the door, I had the construction paper, so I pulled the construction paper out, gave them the scissors and the glue, and I said, hey, and the markers, hey, make your Valentine's Day. So we're gonna say, well, my mom had already told them. Kari said he didn't know what Valentine's Day was, and Mom's like, well, it's for you give gifts to the people you love. So he said, okay. So now he has an idea of what Valentine's Day is, and we're gonna see who he gives a gift to.
Oh, that's
who they make
cute.
their things out to, however it may look. I don't know.
That's cute. I like that. I love handwritten notes and handwritten letters and cards. I'm a card junkie. I think I got every card I ever received in my life in a box.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
No, yeah.
Well, I don't say that.
Well, no, what?
Sorry.
Say.
We'll read at your funeral one day.
Oh, I'm not having one. We not doing that. So, I mean, wait. You know, it's some people that measure love by the cost of their gift.
Hell yeah. What do you mean? You better not bring me something cheap. You might as well not give me nothing. You don't love me.
How many of y'all sisters feel like that?
You might as well keep it, brother man.
Oh,
Keep
my.
it.
Wait a minute. So, you don't want no $5 gift?
No. For what? That's me. I don't want a $5 gift.
You don't want the wet bear?
Hell, leave it over there.
What about the baskets? You know, a lot.
You better not stop at nobody corner store, nobody side store, nobody side street market. None of your homegirls, none of that. Buy me a basket. I want it.
Why?
I just don't. I don't want it. Keep your money. Keep it there. And call me materialistic. Call me what you want, but I don't want it.
So,
That's why.
okay. So, how many of you all like flowers?
I like flowers. You just take that same $5 or $10 and go down to the swap shop and buy me some flowers. I like flowers, no matter how they look. I love flowers. So stop it and buy me a $5 gift? No.
So,
Do I give you $5 love?
Ooh, doctor.
All I got to say about the whole situation.
Do you have a price on your love?
No, there's no price on the love, but of it. It's
principalities.
It's the principles of it.
I mean, I wish we had somebody that would say something.
Ain't nobody on here looking at us right now. We have any viewers? We got 3 people be looking. What they say?
I'm curious to know, because if dinner,
we go to dinner.
You go to dinner, but I don't want to go nowhere.
I don't want to go to dinner on Valentine's Day night. It's too
busy.
Too busy. No,
yeah.
You can take me. You can bring me takeout and bring me some flowers, but don't bring me McDonald's, because I wouldn't even buy myself McDonald's. And don't bring me no Church's box, because I don't eat chicken like that. That kind of chicken.
The doctor is married. She has a whole husband and everything. So she could talk, you talking some good shit.
I'm just saying. And I mean, my biggest thing is, and what I'm teaching my kids, and I don't know if I'm teaching them right way or wrong way, it's parenting. It's parenting. I don't know. But I want them to value themselves. So when Valentine's Day roll around, they know they're gonna get something from me. And my mom did the same thing, right? She always got us something really nice. We was just talking about that. She always got us something really nice. So it's not really about the gift. So if you don't have but $5 to go buy me a gift, evidently you need them $5.
This child here, I thought she was going somewhere else. I'm gonna say doctor.
I'm just saying. I know people say it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, but what about the thought that counts?
So put it somewhere else. You can go get me what I want. And that maybe you can take those same flowers and go buy me flowers. You can take the same $5 and go buy me flowers. But don't take those $5 and go down to Walgreens and buy me you can't even get a gift at Walgreens for $5. So don't take that $5 and go to Dollar Tree and buy me a whole big old thing of stuff and bring it to me. I don't want it.
What was let me ask you something.
There was no point to it if you want to know.
No, that ain't
There ain't no point.
That ain't
don't bring me nothing cheap, because I don't want nothing cheap.
That ain't what I was going to ask.
You got me fired up today.
What's your most memorable? I heard you mention your mom and the
No, I'm just kidding.
This girl is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Because I didn't have that. I didn't replicate that. I didn't have that to replicate to my own kids.
So the most memorable, I can't tell you I remember every little gift that she gave me. But as an adult, to me, the most memorable thing for me is the fact that I know every Valentine's Day I got something. Whether it was a bracelet, whether it was a teddy bear, whether it was a little outfit, it was something I woke up to and I got a gift from her.
Okay, I like it. Didn't get it. Didn't do it. I'll be transparent on that one. I like it though.
Yeah,
I like it, and I think you should create memorable moments with your kids and things like that, so that someone else can't come in and make that big
facade.
Yeah.
I love you. I'm giving you all these things.
Yeah.
And you remember we had the girl last week, Shonda.
Yes.
And she was saying the guy came
Painting
in.
the purpose. Yeah.
Right, painting the purpose. And he came in and he gave her all these things. And with all those things she got lost up into the things, and he was able to abuse her and drag her along until she just got empowered and got sick and tired. Right. What I don't want to do is replicate. I don't want to replicate that behavior. I want my kids to understand that, hey, my mama, my daddy, they did for me from day one. So you giving me a Valentine's Day gift, it's not gonna it's nothing new to me. Right. I'm used to this. Right. That's just like when this is way off. This is like when kids go to college. Right. If you give your child freedom to make their own decisions when they're in that senior year, and as long as it's positive decisions, when they go off to school, they're not going to get so excited and so involved with the party, because they pretty much did that. So now they know how to party, maybe go to class, and prioritize the things they need to do, because this is nothing new to them. But when it's something new to them, you get lost in the sauce and get all emotional, and then you start developing those deep feelings because somebody is giving you things.
And that loss in the sauce is where a lot of us get caught up in, and we're trying to create, we're trying to exist in a fraud, you know, and we're existing in a fraud. So our perception has been tainted, so that you have the enemy or the other person able to capitalize or manipulate.
Yeah, capitalize on the manipulation process of what they're trying to do. So now they're feeding you this stuff, and then you're taking it all in because you're not used to it, and you're in love with it. You're in love with the stuff, not the person, and then that person can come in and change face, and you locked and loaded because this person did so much for you.
Right.
And then they start throwing it in your face. Yes. Remember when I took you here? Well, remember when I gave you this? But if you're already bringing your child up with taking them on trips, giving them gifts, telling them you love them, you're doing all those things while they're growing up. As they're growing up, when they get older, when the next person comes through, well, hey, my mama loved me. I just told a person today, he said something at work. And I was like, I don't give a damn. I got a mama, a daddy, a husband, and some kids. What I care about you liking me, or what I care about what you think. You think about it, because I already have I'm already validated through people that I already care about, that I think a lot of.
Right.
So you come in doing X, Y, and Z for me, I don't care about that.
Right. Unfortunately, Doctor, you can acknowledge to this. A lot of persons that we encounter, they don't get that.
They don't get that at a younger age, and that's the thing. They don't get it, and being that they don't get it, they're not familiar with it. They get lost in the sauce,
and then they become adults. That's still caught up in that childlike mentality.
And anybody and everybody can come through, breeze through, and do whatever they need to do with them. Use them all up, and then they go to the next, and then they all lost.
And then they wonder why they keep,
attracting the wrong people.
Not the same person, but
it's the same type. It's the same type. So why am I always? It's just that we get so caught up. I just think we just get so caught up in what we want, the things we want. And I don't know, you think about like the kids with the fast money. You think about, let's talk about that. We think about the kids with fast money, and you think about how people just go along just trying to get that instant gratification. That fast, everything gotta be fast. Everything gotta be right now. And then we get so caught up. So when it's love, is it really love, or you just loving the situation? You loving the things, you loving how it making you feel, but you really don't know what the love is.
And when you were talking,
and don't get me wrong, I had to come a long way to get right here. Even though I got love from my mom and my grandma and my dad and all of that good stuff, growing up, I still got lost in the sauce at some point, because I like fast stuff. Fast cars, fast money, fast dudes, fast, bring it to me, roll it through. I wanted all of that. So don't think just because I'm here now, we just don't think that I've always been in this space. I've got caught up with it.
And even with myself, and as you're talking, I can remember going through when I would look at somebody. I'm like, oh, I love him. Yeah. And I get caught up, and before I can finish spelling out what love is, I'm butt naked. We ain't gonna say that part. But yeah, I'm caught up.
That's how it be, girl.
So, it took some time for me to understand that I play a big role in what my perception of love is and how I respond. And just as the scripture said, love is patient. And and love is kind. We have a real dangerous tool that we come equipped with, and this doggone.
I was just thinking that your mouth.
This mouth, man.
If I could take back some of the things I've said to people,
Girl.
I'll be happy. I'll be a better person. But I guess you want to get biblical, keep it that way. God forgives. But one thing about God, He forgives, but people don't forget.
No.
So if you have one of those tongues that's powerful, that can speak and spit, be conscious of what you say, how you say, when you say it, because a lot of times you may get real deep and just say some things and that thing be so, you be like, man, I put all those words together. They got all of the business.
Yeah.
And then you sit back like, dang.
I can't believe I said that.
I can't believe I said that.
That's
It's said in the atmosphere and it's done.
So you gotta be.
We all over the place.
But it still ties in. It ties in. Honey, tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
I better get a good gift. That's all I got.
And Hosanna, what's
love got to do with it? I better walk up in my house and I better have a nice gift. If I don't, I'm going to be mad for like.
Gino does not have Facebook, do he?
Yeah, but he's not looking.
Keep talking, girl. Keep talking.
I'm just kidding. I really don't care. I know my man loves me.
Yeah. So listen, now that we done got that out, and I was trying. Oh, look at that! I was trying to do that. Yeah. No. We're not doing that.
I love that song. I'm doing the challenge.
Just because it say your name.
Risha, are you riding? Okay. That make no sense.
We're not getting off because we got to tell them about something. How many more minutes we got?
3, 2 minutes. 2
I got to tell them about something. Girl,
wait. Because we done talked about love, sex, getting beat up, talking to people the wrong way. We done talked about everything. What else we need to talk about, Angine? I'm tired of talking.
Okay, be quiet. Please. So,
girl,
listen. Friendships matter. Love is in the midst of friendships. So what I'm seeing here lately, it's just weird. When you say all over the place, as people, we are all over the place. We need to get in control of our own self, and let's project this love that we claim we want with our mate. But if you can't have it with your own self, you can't have it with your friends, you can't have it in your own family, I don't know what to tell you. You understand?
You can love on yourself. You always got yourself to love.
So let's start. Let's start with you. Let's start with me. Let's start with this.
We are the world.
No. Listen, March 2nd at Delavo Park. If you don't know where Delavo Park at, that's at 2520 Northwest 6th Street in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. On March 2nd, we're hosting our annual Survivor Stroll. We have a great event coming up. We need you all to come and support. Bring your family and your co-workers and your friends and come walk in support of those that have been impacted by incest, molestation, and rape. That's on March 2nd. That's Saturday, starting at 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. It will be vendors. It will be all kinds of stuff. We got we got special guests coming. You will love it. I want you to come. Bring your church. Bring your girls club. Bring everybody you know, and let's show up at Delavo Park. If you're interested in being a vendor, please, thank you, Doctor. Serenading us right now. Live musicians around the lake. Local artwork at Delavo Park, March 2nd. If you're interested in being a vendor, please contact Hosanna for Youth at gmail.com, or you can inbox us on our social media platform, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, anyone as Hosanna for Youth. And we look forward to you tuning in with us.
Well.
Every Wednesday. love.
Brighter day, so let's start giving.
So you can make a donation to the organization anytime you feel. We are on Cash App at $Hosanna for you. PayPal.me.
What you gonna do with our money? When people donate, what you doing with people's money?
Giving it, no.
Hold up. She ain't giving me nothing. Zero. I am here because I believe in the cause. I do not get paid. And I have like 5 or 6 kids I take care of, but I still come up in here for free because I believe in the cause. So if you don't have money, you can always donate your time and or talent, because I just gave y'all all the talent I had singing
We Are the World.
We Are the World,
Yeah.
and I'll sing it. Not now, I'm tired. Let's go. Let's wrap this thing up.
Listen,
It's hot. I'm ready to
we'll
go.
see you. Thank you for tuning in, and have a great Valentine's Day.